Hello everyone, welcome to the first lesson of AS Physics Paper 1 online crash course. Students, before we jump into the lesson, let me first quickly tell you some very important things about Paper 1. Students, of all three papers that physics students take in AS, Paper 1 is the second most important paper because it contributes 31% towards your overall grade in AS Physics. Of the remaining 69%, 46% contribution comes from paper 2, the theory paper, and 23% from paper 3, the advanced practical skills paper. Students, paper 1 is a 40 marks paper. It contains 40 MCQs, and the time allowed for this paper is 1 hour and 15 minutes. There is no negative marking in this paper, so don't leave any MCQ unanswered. Let's look at the format of paper 1 now. Students, altogether, there are 11 chapters in the new AS Physics syllabus, and different chapters contribute different numbers of MCQs to paper 1. However, the overall maximum contribution comes from 4 chapters: waves, superposition, current of electricity, and DC circuits. These 4 chapters together contribute about 18 MCQs to paper 1. But the dilemma is, most of the students rate these 4 chapters as the most difficult chapters in the syllabus. Students, in my teaching career of over 12 years, I have discovered that A-level students who end up securing a C or a D grade in paper 1 get most of the questions from these 4 chapters wrong. By the way, students, the average grade threshold for a C grade in paper 1 is about 20. So we can say that C grade students or a high D grade students answer about 20 questions of paper 1 correctly, but fail to tackle the remaining 20 questions because they find them relatively difficult and get them wrong. So students, in this online crash course, we will do only those questions of paper 1 that C grade students or high D grade students find relatively difficult. There are usually about 20 such questions in every paper 1. So what I have done is that I first handpicked about 20 relatively difficult questions from each of 35 paper 1s from February-March 2017 to October-November 2021. I then arranged them topically as well as in the increasing difficulty level order. And while I was doing that, I kept on removing similar questions to avoid unnecessary repetition. And when I was done with the whole drill, I got a question bank of about 480 relatively difficult questions, all arranged topically as well as in the increasing difficulty level order. So students, in this 2 weeks crash course, we will do about 40 questions in every class, starting with questions on chapter 1, physical quantities and units. In the next class, we will do questions on chapter 2, kinematics, and in the next class on chapter 3, dynamics, and so on. That way, by the end of this 2 weeks crash course, we'll have done all relatively difficult questions of all paper 1s from February-March 2017 to October-November 2021. And I think that's more than enough. Students, in this crash course, you will learn some very useful tips and tricks, and these tricks will eventually enable you to tackle almost all sorts of difficult questions of paper 1. So if you are a C grade student or a high D grade student, and you want to boost your grade in paper 1 to an A, then I recommend that you attend this course. Just sit, breathe, and watch, and you will automatically learn different techniques to tackle different types of paper 1 questions. And more importantly, you'll also learn how to manage time in paper 1, because in paper 1, you have only 75 minutes to do 40 MCQs. And these 40 MCQs are all on different topics from the entire AS Physics syllabus. So time management is kind of crucial here. Now listen kids, to budget your time wisely in paper 1, you only have to remember 2 simple rules of thumb. Don't linger over the questions you can't figure out. Skip the question that might take more than 3 minutes of your exam time. I'm not saying that you should leave these questions unanswered, just leave them for later. Students, there are usually 5 or 6 such difficult or long questions in paper 1. So do the easy and short questions first that take less than 2 minutes, let's say, and do the difficult and long questions that you skip the first time in the end. I guess that's enough of time management. So let's start the lesson now.